Quick disclaimer for all you guys watching. If you still haven't beaten the game, which I'm pretty sure you have, or you don't own the game, or thinking about buying, this video does have spoilers in it. So please check the description for my list if you don't want any spoilers. Enjoy the video! BattleBlock Theater. You know, that game we played when we were like 6 but never beat it because of how hard it was. Well, I decided to re-look at the game, and I finally beat it. And I beat it in Insane Mode, so that gives me lots of bragging rights. Of course, there were some levels that kicked me in the butt, so I wanted to share them with you. So in my opinion, not yours, here is my top 5 worst levels I had trouble with in BattleBlock Theater. But first up, the rules. Rule number 1. No finales, no finals. These are way too hard, and every one of them, especially Chapter 5, would be on this list. Rule number 2. 8-9 is way too obvious. It's the hardest level in the game. I bet every one of you could predict that. So it's not going to be on this list, it's disqualified. Rule number 3. Levels that I don't like are not allowed on the list. Levels that are hard and annoying that I don't like are allowed on the list. Last but not least, rule number 4. I will be playing these levels in Insane Mode, so if it's an easy level for Normal Mode, and it's on this list, you know why. Enjoy the video! I know a lot of you are going to laugh at me, but at number 10 is 2-9. I don't know why, but in the beginning, this was my first hard level I encountered. But of course, now that I'm replaying it, it's a lot easier. The first problem with this level was the introduction of that thing. I died to it a lot, and even when I got past it, I would normally forget to move the crate down to catch my fall. Not a problem now, but it was then. Another problem is the maze right here. It took a good 5 minutes to solve the first few tries, but I eventually found a huge shortcut that saved a lot of time. But probably the worst part altogether is this jetpack part, which took some pretty precise timing. Well, it's not precise now, but it was then. The yarn ball for this level wouldn't really be a big problem for normal mode, but if you're playing on insane mode, there's no way in heck that you could get that. After that, you have a few more cats to take care of, and then the level's finally over. This level's the easiest on the list, so I think that it deserves a 6.5 on the rage meter. It's not even that hard of a level, but 4-4 is number 9 on the list. It's here because how annoying it was at the time, especially this part with the fireballs. It's very easy to die here, and you need some very good timing to knock them out with a punch. After that is this stupidly annoying rock part that took forever to get right. With the speed of the conveyor belts, it's very easy to mess up, and messing up will cause the rock to go all the way back to the start, which takes a good 20 seconds if you mess up at the last one. Then right after that is this fight on the spikes, where one wrong move can leave you impaled. Last is the stupid cat with a grenade. I'm seriously going to get demonetized for this, which was super annoying at first. But after that, you just have a few more jumps and it's all over. Like I said, it's not even that hard of a level, so I'm giving it a 6.5 on the rage meter. Who likes a long level? I don't. And at number 8 is 7-4. This level isn't that hard. It's just that I dislike it because of how freakishly long it is. It's actually one of my least favorite levels. There's 3 parts to this level. The first part is the time parkour. Timing isn't that bad, but it's easy to underestimate just how long they last. After that is that stupid saw blade. I died there like a million times because of my momentum on the ice. The next part of the level is this laser beam bridge thingy. It's very hard to get the timing down, but once you do it, it's pretty much a cakewalk to get through. Then there's this bird part, which looks like Ducky Momo from Phineas and Ferb. That needs some good timing as well to finish this puzzle. The last part of this level is the other time thingy that took forever to get through. It's probably the hardest part of the level. It takes a lot of time that I obviously don't have. Probably the hardest level of Chapter 7, so it gets a 7 on the rage meter. Next up is number 7 with 3-7. This was a nightmare to deal with in the beginning of the game. Now let me just say that this is obviously a 7 for me on the rage meter, and here's why. This level doesn't have much to talk about, but first, you need a lot of concentration on this level. If you're too slow and boot one of the boxes, you're dead. A tip for this part is to just go and not think. Next are these toasty boys. It's not hard, but it can be very annoying, especially with the laser beam placed below it. If one of them catches fire, that's pretty much a death wish. Then we have this part. It can be random at times, but it's pretty easy. Last, oh boy, last is the introduction of rocket bots, or aimbots as I like to call them. Let's just say, one wrong move, and it's... You know how I said I hate long levels? Well, number 6 is 5-8. One of my least favorite levels in the game. This level takes flippin' forever to finish. And with so many gosh dang ways to die, it's not a big surprise that it's on this list. The first thing you have to do in this level is to unlock this laser beam so I can shoot up the next platform to prevent you from getting impaled. It takes about 20 seconds for this process. It might not sound like a lot, but it sure does add up quickly when you have to restart the level 1,000 million times. Then we have my second least favorite thing in the world, timed platforms. And because of that saw blade opening that block, now we have to backtrack all the way back to the start and restart the process that we just completed. And after that, we just have some well-timed jumps and we're done with that section. Next is pretty much the same formula, except more dangerous with some saw blades. How fun. Last, we have more of the literally exact same stuff, but with the pole and more difficulty. Pretty hard level if you ask me. So in that case, it gets a 7.5 on the rage meter. This level is literally the definition of precise. And at number 5, it's 6-6. Like I said, this level requires you to be super precise, like down to the last few frames. This level's actually pretty self-explanatory, but I'm not joking when I say that this level will keep you on your toes the whole level long. First of all, there's this wall jump next to a laser beam, and getting that gem leaves you only a few frames to escape. And just when you thought you were safe, there's this jetpack part. And oh boy, it will keep you on the edge of your seat every single time. It's also followed by some semi-hard wall jumps. Then after you free fall to the ground, you're greeted with some more hard wall jumps next to saw blades. Last are the poles of doom. I have died here more times than I would like to admit, and that is saying something. At this point in the game, it's telling you that it's no joke. It's close to being one of the hardest levels in the game. And just for that reason, I'm giving it a 7.5 on the rage meter. No big surprise, but at number 4 is 6-3, the second hardest level in the game. The only thing keeping it from being higher on the list is for the fact that I love this level. It always makes me feel like I'm a ninja every time I complete it. But if it had no problems, then it wouldn't be on this list, right? The first thing is this jump is way too hard to get. Like, there's a good 60% of chance of dying to the stupid aimbot piece of dumb. Then you run for your gosh dang life as another aimbot shoots at you. After that, you need to well time your jumps or get sawed alive. No way the yarn ball is worth it playing this on insane. Next are some timed platforms. Yay. Last, you get greeted with an ice arena filled with lasers and cats. Then your ninja skills finally rest. And with all that ninja-ing, this level gets an 8 on the rage meter. At number 3, we have 7-3, the longest level in the game. And if it's not obvious, I hate long levels, timed platforms, and saw blades. But look, every one of those things is in this level. The first part needs some great timing to get past. But the next part needs even greater timing, especially when you're on the second lap of this level. After that, you're greeted to some pretty normal jumps. Then you're greeted to some pulls of doom, my favorite. Then once you're done with that, you just have to jump over a few saw blades or get sawed alive. You better believe that I've been sawed alive a few times. And then you're on your second lap. This level is pretty easy on the first lap, but the second you go for the second lap, it's no joke. This level is a very hard level with lots of hard jumps to pull off. If you don't know what you're doing, you will get stuck on this level for a very long time. It takes a lot of trial and error to beat this level. And just for that, I'm getting an 8.5 on the rage meter. Now we could talk about a level that is truly 100% dead to me, and at number 2 is 6-8. Now that I'm thinking of it, Chapter 6 had a lot of hard levels, but this one takes the cake for the hardest. But it's not just hard, it's super annoying as well. First up, we have 5 cats to deal with, and a stupid aimbot to top it off. Once a miracle happens, then we get to this little parkour puzzle. It takes a bit of time to do, but it's nothing like the first part, even though I have died there a whole bunch of times. And this level gets a 9 and I quit! I flippin' gosh dang hate this level to the moon and back! At number 1, it's 8-4. I've been stuck on this level for 4 hours straight, and once I beat it, I was super proud of myself. Now, let me nitpick this level one problem at a time. The first problem is the super annoying rock puzzle. You have to wait 10 whole seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but like earlier on the list, it adds up really quickly. And all that waiting just for the stupid little rock to reach you. But it's also very easy to mess up, and it's faster to literally blow yourself up and restart the level than it is to wait for the gosh dang rock to come back. It takes 35 seconds to finish this one puzzle that you have to do just to progress with the level. And if you die, you have to restart the puzzle all over again. Just within 2 deaths, you have already wasted 1 minute of your life on that puzzle. Next is the saw blade part that you need the fastest reflexes alive to not die to. And even when you're done with that, there's this one button that just wants you to jump on it so you can be shot with a laser and have to restart the whole puzzle over the second you get on its platform. Just when you thought that you could take a break, this thing shoots you like 1,000,000 times. Like you get no flippin' break in this level. The last 3 saw blades at once. How are you supposed to dodge this? I only beat this by a huge clutch by accident, and boy was it a big one. This level kicked me in the butt so hard, it gets a 10 on the rage meter. A perfect 10. I never want to come back to this level ever again. So, do you agree with my opinion? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to check out more awesome videos like this one, and don't forget to subscribe to help the channel out. This was Mojo Creeper, goodbye, and have a nice day.